Hello all, how are you? Hope you are doing fine. Thank you for the time given to us. Group 4 will present a presentation on the economic and the global economy. Keep attention please, thank you. Economic understanding. Economic is a social science that studies human activities related to the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. The term economy itself comes from the Greek, i.e. oikos, meaning family, household, and phoo, nomos, meaning rules, laws. Broadly speaking, economics is defined as house rules or household management, while what is meant by economics or economics is people as the concept of economics and data in word. Understanding economics according to experts. 1. Robbins. According to Robbins, economic understanding is the study of human behavior as the relationship between its goals is faced with the availability of resources to achieve its goal. 2. Alfred Marshall. According to Alfred Marshall, the definition of economics is the study of human beings as they live, move, and think in the context of everyday life. 3. John Adam Smith. According to Adam Smith, economic understanding is an investigation of the circumstances and causes of the country's wealth. 4. John Stuart Mill. According to John Stuart Mill, economic understanding is a science that concentrates on the creation of exchange rates of goods and services that can increase the wealth and prosperity of a country. 5. Hermawan Kartajaya. According to Hermawan Kartajaya, economic understanding is a container where the industrial sector is attached to it.
Benefit of economic growth for a country. Number 1, higher per capita income of the community. Good economic growth in a country will have an impact on the increase in the average per capita income of the people. Then automatically people will be able to enjoy or consume more goods and services and have a better standard of living. Economic growth in many countries will directly reduce poverty rate and increase life expectancy. Unemployment can be suppressed, and with positive economic growth, companies will open many jobs so that there will be a lot of new market needs. And then automatically people will be able to enjoy or consume more goods and services and have a better standard of living. Number 2, improvement of public service. With the increase in tax revenues, the government can allocate more funds for public service needs, such as for education, health, improving the environment, and other infrastructure to preserve its people. The government can also devote more resources to the use of renewable natural resources. Number 3, increases investment. Economic growth in a country will foster in good investment climate so that the owners of capital and companies will be happy and comfortable investing. Number 4, improvement of research and development. Companies in healthy economic environment will increase profitability for the company. Thus, the company will spend more funds or resources for research and development. Good economic growth also increases confidence for companies in investing and taking risks. Number 5, evaluation of economic development. Examples of countries with developing economies as in Africa. With economic growth, countries can get off the danger of poverty and can increase life expectancy. Economic benefits are a widely expanded concept used in the field of economics, but at the macroeconomic and microeconomic level, relating to the difference between income and cost derived from a particular economic activity. From a broader point of view and closer to the macroeconomic question, economic benefits are understood as an increase in the wealth of a particular country or region, which experiences a constant level of progress that positively impact and population. At this level, the most widespread form of economic benefit measurement is gross domestic product. Usually, the concept of economic benefit is usually related to the creation of wealth of value in a country. For example, at this level, it is also common to refer to this concept is a utility or a utility. In this sense, one of the most vivid premise when writing a company and running a business is to seek income for the owner or shareholder and maximize future profit. That is, we will talk about the basics of the concept of business profit. Economic system function. The economic system has an important role for the economy of a country. In general, the following are some of the functions of the economic system: to encourage production activities in a country, to coordinate all individual activities in relation to the economy, to organize the distribution of production to all members of the community so that economic activities run well and in accordance with expectation, to create a certain mechanism in distribution of goods and service in order to run well.
Economic system criteria. Every country definitely confers good and stable economic growth. In order for these ideals to be realized, there are criteria that have if an economic system can be said to be relatively good are as follows. 1. Does the economic system provide the possibility to achieve a high standard of living? 2. Is it possible for stable economic growth? 3. Does the economic system respect the economic freedoms of individuals fairly? 4. Does the economic system provide economic security for all members of the community? 5. Does the economic system produce goods and services that suit the needs of consumers? 6. Does the economic system show equity revenue sharing? Before the economic system was known in the economy were known the basic factors of coordination, namely 1. Tradition, that economic activities are based on indigenous, inherited from ancestors. 2. Market, the market serves as coordinators that regulates, mobilize and coordinates all economic activities of the community through pricing mechanisms. This relates to the philosophy of neoliberalism, capitalism, private enterprise, free market, and individual freedom. 3. State countries with their rulers from above, becoming coordinators, pilots, and compasses through economic life. This relates to the philosophy of market communities. It could also be the ruling feudal political elite in the history of economic development. Centers of economic activity in various countries are governed by customs in a traditional economy. Understanding of economic globalization. Economic globalization is the improvement of economic integration on interdependence of national, regional, and local economies around the world through intensification of cross-border movement of goods, services, technology, and capital. While globalization is a series of processes involving an wider web of economic, political, and cultural exchanges. Contemporary economic globalization is driven by rapid information growth in all kinds of productive activities and the development of science and technology.
Signs of globalization in the economic field. Trade activities continue to grow due to the influence of globalization in the economic field. Economic and trade activities in the world are becoming increasingly open across the border of the country territory. For example, the items used today, such a pencil, may be produced by Chinese state. Television and radio at home may be produced by Japan or Korea. In fact, it can now feed fast food restaurants owned by foreign giant companies such as McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, and Pizza Hut. Not only that, economic activity today also concerns the issue of labor displacement. In the global era, the workforce can choose to work in any country according to its wishes and capabilities. Example and real situation relate to the topic. According to Taneo Bank, the real manifestation of economic globalization, among others, occur in the form of the following. A. Globalization of production. Globalization of production is where companies produce in various countries with the aim of lower production costs. This is done either because of low labor wages, low import duty rates, adequate infrastructure, or because of a conducive business and political climate. The world in this regard is becoming a global manufacturing site. B. Globalization of financing. Global companies have access to loans or investments, or either in portfolio on direct, in all countries of the world. For example, PT Telkom in increasing the unit of telephone line, or PT Jasa Marga in expanding the toll road network has utilized a financing system with a pattern of both or build operate transfers with partners from foreign countries. C. Globalization of labor. Global companies will to leverage the workforce from around the world according to their class, such as the use of professional staff drawn from workers who already have international experience or raw labor commonly gained from developing countries. With globalization, human movement will be easier and free. D. Globalization or information networks. People of a country easily and quickly get information from countries in the world because of technological advance, among other through TV, radio, print media, act. With an increasingly advanced communication network has helped expand the market to different parts of the world. For the example goods, for example KFC, Levi's jeans, or hamburgers here market everywhere. As a result, the tastes of the world people, whether domiciled in the city or in the village, led to global tastes. E. Globalization of trade. This is manifest in the form of reduction and uniformity of tariff, as well as the elimination of various non-tariff barriers. Thus, trade and competition activities become faster, tighter, and fairer.
Example of questions related to the topic. In the globalization of the Indonesia economic play an active role in foreign international economic institutions. Among them are the World Bank, IPAC, and UTU. Indonesia is also a member of the Organization of Only Exporting Called OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Currents. However, because Indonesia is current and only import in member is being orphaned. Question leading to discussion. Number 1. What are the two main topic discussion in the dialogue? The answer: economic in the global economic. Number 2. What is the economic? Give one example of an economic activity in everyday life. The answer: economic is an activity carried out by individuals or groups to obtain goods and or services to fulfill their need by exchanging or exchanging time for currency. Example: productive activities, consumption activities, distribution activities. Number 3. Why do people fix the problem of security? The answer: because security is the existence of limit result of fulfillment, which is the inversely proportional to the demand for element need. Number 4. Where do people get their result? The answer: a socialist result comes of the free gift of natural salt, land, forests, and minerals. Human result, but mental and physical and economic social factors of production because they are used to produce the things that people desire. Number 5. What are the two types of commodities? The answer: commodities may be divided into tangible goods such as cars, shoes, and intangible goods such as intelligence, education, service, act. Number 7. In your opinion, what commodities do modern people usually desire? The answer: commodities tangible. Number 8. How does the psychology describe human desire? Do you agree with the psychology example? The answer: a psychologist explained that human example today's desire is amazing. We are agree because there with our limits. Number 9. According to some observers, offline social commitment goods and service months is the fact elsewhere for Ellen Indonesia. Discuss in topic with your friend. The answer: yes, that's right with reasons. A. Urban communities have eco-something behavior that increase income. B. People find it difficult to meet their daily need to the break and from outside the shed. C. Urban communities have a great number of family members. D. Urban communities are able to produce their element of life next talents.
Number 9. Are services in the city of Jakarta or the city you live in expensive? If your answer is negative, attempt to discuss the topic with your friends. Answer: for in Jakarta or the city where we live at the moment, namely the city of Kupang, the shop service depends on the shop because each store has different service method. What else? For example, a shop that has VIP customers. Number 10. Try to explain the 8th globalization. How does globalization affect the nation of the entry world? Globalization is social communication links are worldwide and increasingly dense. This means the people, culture, society, and civilization previously more or less isolated from one another are now irregular and almost unavoidable. Globalization becomes entry world increasingly interdependent, so as to become a single society or a world society. Number 11. What is the global economy? Global economy is a free trade among nations within this world society. This means that there is not only a free movement of goods and services, but also the free movement of ideas and capital among nations. Number 12. Do you think the global economy will benefit the Indonesian economy? Answer: Indonesia can invest its rupiahs in any other country that will give the best return of its capital. Number 13. What is free trade or open market system? Answer: an open market is an economic system that does not have obstacles to free market activities. Anyone can participate in the open market, which is usually characterized by the absence of traffic, taxes, license requirements, subsidies, and other regulations that interfere with normal operation. Number 14. Do you think free trade will provide employment opportunities for Indonesians? Discuss this topic with your peers in class. Answer: yes, if people can fulfill the tight requirements to enter the labor market, most important of which are international skills. Number 15. What is the main function of the World Trade Organization? Answer: regulate free trade among nations. Number 16. How does the open market system bring about the death of the corner grocery store? Discuss this topic with your peers. Answer: if the foreign investor grab all the investment opportunities, there is nothing left for the local Indonesian. Furthermore, this open market system will bring about the death of the corner grocery store. This corner grocery store will be replaced by malls and supermarkets. Number 17. What is the informal sector? Can you give some example of this sector around campus? Answer: the informal sector is a sector consisting of small-scale business units which produce and implement. Example: canteen, photocopy, and print place. So, mini presentation from us about the economy and global economy. Thank you.